Your car guy. Today I'm working on a 1966 Mustang. This one is a V8 car with the 5-lug 289. What we're going to do is we're going to replace these rubber brake hoses. There's two in the front and there will be one that goes to the rear axle. And we're going to replace them for obvious reasons. You can see the cracking and stuff. We want to make sure this car's safe on the road. This one hasn't experienced a failure yet, but you're just better safe than sorry. So I did jack the vehicle up and secure it. The first thing I'm going to do is around this fitting here, which we need to take off, and there's a clip here. I'm going to clean as much of this crud off as possible first, and then I'm going to soak this with a penetrant to help those lines come apart more easily and reduce the risk of damaging the steel line coming from the car. And you'll also likely want to use some line wrenches to do this job.
I've cleaned up most of the dirt and gunk around this, and the reason this is important, this is what's going to turn, and it needs to be able to move up this line. So I'm going to put penetrating lube here, and where these threads go together here, I want it nice and clean to be able to turn that. And when I say you want to use a line wrench, I mean you'll probably definitely want to use a line wrench. This is a line wrench. The size we're using is a 3/8, and you'll see how it boxes over to get a better grip on a line, but it allows it to slip over the line and then come down onto your fitting like so, and that way you reduce the risk of rounding off the fitting. But before I go to break this loose, we're going to hit it with penetrating lube. So I let my penetrating lube sit for a few minutes, then I broke this loose with a line wrench. Then I can use a standard wrench to go ahead and get it to back out all the way. I don't have to pull this metal line out. What we'll do is we'll grab this as the securing clip here, and we're going to pull it straight towards us, and that'll unlock this rubber line and allow it to drop down. Lock clips pulled out. Now we can take the line loose right there, and now we can disconnect the line from the rest of the brakes. We'll use a wrench right here and spin the entire line out. To take the bottom part of the line off, you're going to need a 5/8 wrench. When installing your new line, make sure you have your copper sealing washer in place and screw it back into the wheel cylinder, is what they'll call it, for the brakes on these drum brakes. With the bottom of the line secure, we'll put the top right through the mounting bracket here. We'll slide our lock clip right back into place in underneath there, and then we will tighten up, thread this in and tighten it up. It's important when you thread this in, make sure not to cross thread it. It's fairly easy to do. Just make sure you got it good and straight going in. Now when you go to tighten this up, you can grab the bottom of this line with a wrench in order to hold it securely so it doesn't twist. And that's it. Got our clip in, everything's on. Now the only thing you're going to do is bleed the brakes. Look for one of my other videos on brake bleeding. I'll show you an easy way to do it with a very cheap tool and do it by yourself. This is your car guy. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share our videos.